Welcome to ANS Solver question 4 of this paper. The diagram shows two triangles and they are asking us to calculate QR. So that's pretty easy. We know two sides and an angle that is in between both the sides. So we can use the cos rule, that is a square is equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc multiplied by cos a. Now a square over here will be the side that we are finding and the side that is opposite the angle that we will use. So the side that is opposite the angle that we will use is 25 degrees, and a square will be QR in this case. So a square is equal to, now we can substitute all the values that we know. So the two sides that are 120 square plus c square, that is 150 square, minus 2 times BC, so 2 times both the sides, so 150 and 120, multiplied by cos A, that is cos 25 in this case. So now all you need to do is A square will be equal to, and you just need to input this calculation into your calculator. So 120 square plus 150 square is equal to 36,900 minus 2 times 120 multiplied by 150 multiplied by cos 25. So the answer for that will be 32,627.0803. So therefore A will be the root of the difference of these two numbers. So A will be equal to 36,900 minus 32,627.0803, and the root of that number, which will give you the final answer as 65.3675. And since we need to give our answer in three significant figures, we will round this off to 65.4. Actually, we'll write QR is equal to 65.4 because 6 is greater than equal to 5, so it will round off the 3 to the next number, and therefore this will be our final answer for part A. Now let's move to part now let's move to part B, where they are asking us to calculate RS. So RS is this side. Now we know all the three angles in the triangle, because the angles in a triangle add up to 180. So 180 minus 55 minus 45 will give you 80, and therefore this angle will be 80 degrees. So we can use a sine rule in this case because we know the angle that is opposite this angle, and therefore we can write sine 80 divided by the side opposite to it, that is 150, is equal to sine 55 divided by x. So therefore x will be equal to sine 55 divided by this fraction. So sine 80 divided by 150 and sine 55 divided by that fraction will give you the answer as 124.7683. And since you need to give your answer in three significant figures, your final answer will be x is equal to 125 degrees. Now this is because the fourth significant figure, which is 7, is greater than equal to 5, so it will round off the 4 to the next number. Therefore we can now move on to the next question, as we found the answer to part B. So part C tells us that we have to calculate the total area of both the triangles. So these are not right angle triangles, so we must use trigonometry to solve this question as well. So an area of a triangle is equal to half multiplied by two sides and multiplied by the sine of an angle between those two sides. So let's label this as triangle 1 and this label as triangle 2. So two sides in triangle 1 would be 120 and 150, and the angle in between them is 25 degrees. So half multiplied by both the sides, that is 120 multiplied by 150 multiplied by sine of the angle that is in between them, that is sine 25. So that is the area for one triangle plus the area for the second triangle, and you do the same thing. So half multiplied by two sides and the sine of the angle in between them. So we know two sides in this case, that is PR and SR or RS, and the angle in between them, which is 45. So half multiplied by 150 multiplied by RS, as we found in the previous question, that is 124.7683 multiplied by sine 45, which is the angle in between both those sides. So now all you need to do is input your calculation into the calculator. So 120 multiplied by 150 divided by 2 multiplied by sine 25 will give you the answer as 3803.564356 plus, you do the same thing for the other brackets or the second triangle area. So 150 multiplied by 124.7683 multiplied by sine 45, and the whole answer, my bad, 1 second. So 150 multiplied by 124.7683 multiplied by sine 45 divided by 2. So you will get 6,616, sorry, 6,616.838326. So now all you need to do is take the sum of both these values and you will have your final answer for part C. So the final answer for part C would be 10,420.4. Now since you want your answer in three significant figures, you have to round this off to 10,400, because the fourth significant figure, which is 2 in this case, is lesser than or equal to 5. So it doesn't round off the 4 to the next number. So therefore your final answer for this question or for part C will be 10,400 meter square.